Hello there, once again, Bobby Quinn for Stupidity Rehab. As we look into our Stupidity Rehab files today, kind of have three topics to touch on. Inflation, words that you can't use any longer, and also a revolution. There you go, three things right there. First off, about inflation. Prices through the roof? What do you think about that? Have you been to the grocery store? Have you pumped gas in your car? It's just nuts. This year, looking at the price of meat, yeah, I got a feeling this year for Thanksgiving, we might actually have to have a used turkey. Never gone that route before, but this might be the year. And talking about words, words hurt. Have you ever heard anybody say that? Words hurt. Watch what you say. Words hurt. Yeah, right. A punch in the mouth hurts a lot more, to be quite honest. Anyway, some of the words that are inappropriate to use now. One of the new ones, you're not allowed to use tramp. You can't call someone a tramp. Yeah. What's the matter with the tramp? I don't know. Remember the movie Lady and the Tramp? I didn't have a problem with it. Anyway, you can't use tramp. There are alternatives. I wasn't going to tell you this and take it out of your whole word index without giving you something else you can use. The replacement words for tramp happen to be sleeps around, full of love, or misdirected affection. Yeah. I think I kind of like the sleeps around one. It sounds like you like camping. Yeah, she sleeps around a lot. Loves to camp. Loves to just lay her head down at other people's places. She just likes to move around. Sleeps around doesn't sound quite so bad. Full of love? I don't know. Misdirected affection? Huh? What? I wouldn't know how to even take sleeps around. That's what I'm going to go with. You can't use convicted felon anymore. Nope. Convicted felon is off the list. Now you have to use justice involved. Someone applies for a job. You say, hey, have you been justice involved? First of all, I wouldn't know what they meant by that. But, yeah, I've been justice involved. Have you been convicted? Are you a convicted felon? Well, I'm justice involved. I don't know if I'm convicted felon, though. I don't even like to use that term. I don't know. And last but not least, not have to do with words, I want to talk to you about a revolution. I was out the other day, and I had this kid I know asked if I was had been a part, and I don't know where this came from, part of the sexual revolution. Yeah. Asked me if I were a part of the sexual revolution, and I quite honestly, I told him I had been for quite a while, a conscientious objector, because that's just the kind of guy I am. Not that I'm against military stuff. I have a Swiss Army knife and things of that sort. So anyway, but yeah, the sexual revolution, yes, I was a part of it. But I was on the fringe. I wasn't knee deep in the battles, because I suffer from motion sickness and, too much moving around. Boom, you just don't know what could happen. And quite that whole sexual revolution thing, it could have gotten crazy. There were people having, the Playboy, Hugh Hefner, and you had people having orgies. And first of all, I didn't go to any orgies. Okay, and know why? Because they scared me. Because I didn't know what to bring. Because my mother always taught me to bring something. What do you bring? Do I bring a bag of grapes? Do I bring? I don't know. I really couldn't bring. Do I bring a dip? See, I don't know. So and I was just afraid. And besides that, maybe I could bring wet naps. That would be. I don't know. And who do you thank afterwards? Do you have to thank everyone? Or do you just thank one person? Or do you just leave and then send everyone a note later saying, hey, great time. Hope we can see each other again. You were fabulous. I don't know. I just don't know. And I've always been a little timid when it comes to all that stuff. I remember once I had some lady that told me to go for it. And so I went for it. And then she says, hey, I'm talking about coffee. And see, I was embarrassed, and you can understand that. And my wife and I are very prim and proper. I think the last time I actually had my arms around her, I was trying to do the Heimlich to dislodge a chicken bone she was choking on. So it's been a while. But I was a part of the revolution. I wasn't an officer, but I was a part of the revolution. I just wanted you to know that. One last thing, I want to talk to you about something that has me a little bit, I'm just ticked off with it. I'm tired of it. And I'm talking about flavored coffees. It's gotten way out of hand. All these many coffee varieties. Have you ever seen, you watch any of these old movies, you ever see Pa in Little House on the Prairie come home, sat down at the table, and Ma said, honey, you want some coffee? And he goes, yeah, do you have, what do you have? Do you have that vanilla buttercream in the pantry, or maybe some pumpkin spice latte? No! He had a cup of coffee with maybe some cream and sugar, and that was it. You weren't dealing with caramel ribbon crunch frappuccinos or things of that sort. Whatever happened to just having a cup of coffee? Just let me sip on a cup of coffee. My son's terrible. He likes all that fancy stuff, and he drives me crazy when he's at home and he goes, I won't drink coffee unless we have coconut milk for it. I said, what? What are you talking about? Just have a cup of coffee and dump some of the regular 2% milk in it. You don't need coconut milk. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. In this world, there are many moments we lack in intelligence. But during those times we lack in intelligence, you know what? We can make up for it with stupidity. That's why we've got Stupidity Rehab. Hey, this is Bobby Quinn. Take care.